One of my favorite parts about this game are the deep regrets. Okay, so here,
flavor text.
You got it. You got to read off some of them. So this one isn't too bad. I lost my favorite sock, but then it goes to something like summoned an ancient evil. There's a pretty big difference between those.
Lost a leg to piranhas.
Ooh, ouch.
Oversalted my breakfast. Not possible for me.
Not possible for me either. Partook of human flesh.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel today. My name is Carly.
And I'm Kim.
And today we're going to be kind of doing a two-part series over here on Board Game Buzz. We're going to be doing a playthrough and kind of a first thoughts video on Deep Regrets. I have been so excited for this game. I was following along and kind of watching throughout the Kickstarter, and I was just so anxiously awaiting its arrival. And I was so excited when it finally showed up on my doorstep. I think I about passed out. I was so excited. And so I'm so excited to kind of be here and do this playthrough with Kim today. I really wanted to do a full playthrough of this video, and I was like, well, what if we did a playthrough and then we kind of shared our thoughts after the fact? So that's kind of what we're going to be filming today. I'm going to break it up into two different videos, so if you're not interested in the playthrough and you just want to hear our thoughts, I will have everything kind of linked in the description below for this video, so just kind of be aware of that. But right now, we're just going to kind of jump into a playthrough. We're not really going to, we'll just kind of explain as we go and just kind of start playing and explaining before sharing our thoughts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this playthrough of Deep Regrets.
In this game, you are a tragic seaman, I suppose.
Tragic fisherman.
You're going out to the briny deep to try to catch some fish, but along the way you might catch some things that are not what you want on your fishing pole. But maybe if you're a little bit mad, you want to catch those really creepy things. You have the opportunity to catch some fish at the sea or go back to port and do some shopping, get some gear and tools.
Kim explained it perfectly. Yeah, you are a fisherman and going out and catching some nasty fish. So let's see what we catch today. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of jump into this playthrough. So how a game operates in regards to Deep Regrets is it will be played over a series of rounds, which is shown up here at the top of the board. So obviously we're in the first round, which is Monday. Now during the first round of the game, you actually skip the first phase that will occur. So we're just going to jump right into the second phase, which is the refresh phase. You will take your little buoy dice. How cool are these dice, by the way?
They are.
I am obsessed with them. They are so cool. You will take your dice and you will roll them. After rolling them, you will refill your fresh area on your personal player mat, but you have to be aware because how many dice you can actually have from round and round is really dependent upon how mad you are. So if you look on the round track, everybody starts at the beginning. We're not super mad at the beginning of the game. And because of that, not super mad. And because of that, we can hold a maximum of 4 dice on our player board. But at the beginning of the game, we only inherently have 3. So Kim already rolled. I just barely rolled and restocked my little pool here.
Yeah, no way am I re-rolling.
Oh yeah, you obviously, yeah, you're like, no way. Clearly Kim doesn't want to re-roll because she rolled a really good hand before we started filming. The next thing that players are going to do is after rolling their dice, players will now compare the value of the dice that they've rolled. So obviously Kim has a much higher value than I rolled. So what's going to happen now is Kim is going to take this life preserver and throw it to anybody else at the table. Because we're playing a 2-player game, I'm the only other option, so I get to actually have this for the next round. We'll kind of go into what this does as we play the game, but it can be very helpful if you have this. Just kind of helps give you a little bit of a boost.
Preserver.
Yeah, a little life preserver, which it took us ages to figure out what this was called when we first played. And it was literally in the rule book.
Yeah.
After that occurs, you now move on to the third phase of the round, which is the declaration phase. This is where players will now declare if they are going to port or going to sea for that particular round. At the beginning of the game, everybody's going to be going to sea. So I'll place our boats like this just so you can see them a little bit better on the top camera.
And it's like a house rule where you, because it's a declaration phase. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Interrupt all you want.
To the sea! To port!
To port! Oh my gosh, we should. Everybody has to declare like that. Oh, I love it so much. Now we're going to move on to the final phase of the round, which is kind of the meat of the game. This is where you're actually going to be taking your actions. Because we are out in the sea, really the only thing we can do is fish. I am the first player. You're supposed to give this to the person who has the most regrettable day. So I'll say I have the most regrettable day. Jameson spit food at me this morning, so that was a little bit regrettable. When you are fishing, you are limited to pick the zone that you are in or anything that is currently above it. So at the beginning of the game, we all start here. That means my only options for fishing is this top row. There are a handful of free actions that you can do on your turn. One of them is spending a dice to basically move, I don't know what it is thematically, but you're basically moving your boat down a depth.
Are we like submarines, actually?
Maybe. It kind of feels like it, right? It just allows you to fish at deeper depths. So if I had chosen to do that as a free action, then I actually could fish from anywhere in depth 2 or up to depth 3. So it's where you're at and above. I'm not going to do that though. I am actually just going to stay here, but I will choose to fish. So I'm going to start the game by fishing. Something that's really interesting in regards to these cards is, if you can tell on the overhead camera, there are certain shadows that are shown on the cards. That is indicative of the type or the size of fish that is going to be on that particular card. Why that's really important is because the size of fish that you have, there's this little player aid here. You can kind of gauge how many like pip values or the dice that you might need in order to catch a particular size of fish. So you can kind of play the odds that way. So I'm going to choose to fish here. And again, I did that because I don't really have a ton of high value dice and it was a smaller fish. When you flip over a fish, some fish have this little icon right here. This is an ability that will trigger when the fish has been revealed. So this particular lionfish here says I get to re-roll one of my fresh dice, which is awesome because my dice are not looking too hot. So I'm gonna take this, hopefully, well, I got a 2. That helps me a little bit more. All right, so now this is where I can decide if I want to actually catch that fish. In order to do so, I need to spend the amount of like pip or value that's shown on the upper right hand corner of the card here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to pay 1 dice, move it over to my spent, and now I can add this card to my hand. And that was my turn. So now it's going to pass over to Kim's.
All right, and I actually am going to spend 1 dice to go deeper.
Go deeper.
Depths. I have 2 dice that are value 3. So, and I know that there are 2 small fish here, and on the depth 2, I need a 1 to a 3. So I'm hoping that I can at least catch 2 while I'm in this depth, I guess. So we're gonna go for it here. All right.
The fish are so cool. I feel like we should show them off every single time that we draw a card, because I just think the artwork in this game is so good. So good. So Kim got a fried egg jellyfish. And there is a when revealed on it. So Kim,
roll one of your fresh dice. No! All right. It only needs a 1 anyways, so not a big deal. Whee! It's a 2. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and catch this bad boy. What is the thing that indicates that it's a...
Oh, yes.
Creepy one?
Yes, let's talk about that right now. So there are 2 colors of fish in the game.
Yeah.
So, and you can see by the border. So these 2 fish are blue. You can see how the name is blue and then the border around the outside is blue. That means that these are fair fish. Okay. Yes. So you'll be able, that will be really important in regards to the value that your fish will be at the end of the game or when you sell to port. So right now we've only caught fair fish, but there are definitely going to be some foul fish that are going to come up soon. So that's kind of how you can tell is based on the color. All right, my turn now. You know what? I'm doing good up here, so I'll just keep going. So I'm looking at the sizes here. Maybe should I risk it?
Go for the large.
I'm gonna go for it. Ooh, a hammerhead shark. Throw the hammerhead.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
It's a good one. It is a good one. Except when I catch it, I have to discard a small fish.
Well, you caught a small fish last time.
I guess that's true. It works.
It's worth 5.
It is worth 5. That is true.
Sorry, I'm looking at your card. It's only worth 1.
That's very true. Yeah, so that's something we haven't mentioned yet is the value of the fish are shown on the upper left-hand corner, this like golden number. That's going to be the value that, again, it can shift based on your madness level, but that will be the inherent value that these cards are worth at the end of the game. I am going to decide to keep this bad boy. So what I'm going to do, so I still have to discard my fish though. So I'm going to go ahead and discard it. And then I have to spend 3 in order to do that. I do have my little life preserver, which is super helpful. So I'm actually going to spend that now. So I only actually have to spend 1 of my dice. Now that we kind of have seen this icon here, I kind of want to briefly explain what this is. So there is an icon that kind of looks like some teeth. That is the eating icon. So as on your turn, as a free action, you actually can eat your cards, which will then give you abilities. So I could eat this hammerhead shark on my turn, and it would actually allow me to pip up the value of one of my dice by 2, which would be very beneficial. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep my little hammerhead shark here.
I'm going to try to catch this medium-sized one, and the maximum I would need is a 4. So I have pretty good chances.
You do, yeah.
So we'll see what I get.
Ready and go.
And there we go.
There's the go. Our first foul. You got to hold it up.
My God.
That one. Have you not seen that one?
No.
Oh, it
Siren.
is nasty. Like, look at the teeth on that. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. So, but look, 3.
Yes.
Perfect.
It's 3, so I have enough to catch it. And all players at sea may choose to
Get a regret.
and move their boat to depth 2.
Ooh.
If they want to do that.
So let's talk about some of the icons on this. So yeah, this is our very first foul card here. Whenever you see this anchor, that links with regret. So throughout the game, we will slowly get more regret, but based on how many cards you have, that's what actually triggers you to go more and more mad, the more regret that you gain throughout the game.
So I automatically get one, right?
Okay, so right up here, this little regret icon, you will get regret if you sell this at port because you ruin somebody's day by bringing this into that. So you will only actually get regret if you sell it. Okay. That's what this symbol up here is. But down here, now there's the revealed ability. So now all players, we can choose to do that. I'll stay for this round.
All right. I'm catching it. Gotta get this thing out of the ocean.
You do have to get it out of there. I don't want that creeping up on my boat.
Flavor text. Such beautiful music. Let me hear it from beneath the waves.
Oh, are you displaying your fish? I probably should display mine too, just to show it.
I just feel like I don't really need to hide it from you.
Yeah, I know. I can't even see it because of the microphone anyways. All right, okay, so now it's my final turn. I'm going to continue to fish again. I think my best option, my best odds are going for this small one here because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to catch it. All right, so I got a flounder, cute little flounder here. It costs 2 for me to get, and it does give me an eat ability, which could be nice. I get to pip up a dice or discard a random regret. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to catch that fish.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, I have no dice left to spend, so I now pass.
Okay, so if I had dice left to spend, how rounds work is it keeps going until everybody except for one person has passed. However, let's pretend that there was 2 other people in the round with us and Kim had passed and we keep going. Every single time we pass over Kim and she like loses out on a turn, she can choose to discard a regret from her hand or pick a dink. If you want to take a dink and just flip it over just to show the top camera. These are basically like little, a toe. These are like little things that give you little boosts throughout the game. Just kind of like little bonuses, you can think of them as.
Reduce a fish difficulty by 1 pip. Right?
So very helpful. It can be very helpful for you. But because we're on a 2-player game and Kim has passed, I now am limited to, as soon as there's only one person left, Oh, yes, do it. As soon as there's only one person left, that person is limited to 2 more rounds. But I'm actually going to pass 2 because I'm out as well. Yeah. So that finishes this round, and now we move on to Tuesday. Now we're moving into the next round. How the phase 1 section of the game works, which we skipped during the first round, is you will move the little tracker up by 1, just to signify that we're now in the second round. The final thing that we're going to do is it's called reeling in. And what's going to happen is when everybody who's out at sea actually has to move their boat up 1 depth. And now we're going to muster our courage again. So we're going to take our spent dice, roll them. Whoop. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? All ones. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What did you get? What the heck? Somebody double check that Kim wasn't just cheating there. But Kim does get to go first. She's the new first player. But clearly I will actually retain. I will retain this again, thankfully, because that was very sad. And now we're going to declare, and we should declare it the way that
to the sea.
To the sea. I probably should stay at sea again. Yeah, I'll stay at sea. I'll stay at sea too. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and have Kim start off the actions here.
I am going to guess I'm going to spend 1 again, I think, to go deep again.
Do it. Do it, Kim.
All right, going deep. And I'm going to see what this large bad guy is.
I want to see it. It's going to be a bad one, I can tell. Oh! I haven't seen that one yet.
There it is. All players
get rid of 2 regret and pip up a dice by 1.
Oh.
Sweet.
Yeah, mine are already a max.
So
discard humpback whale. This does not count as an action.
Sweet.
So
you just get it. You just get discard it and go again.
Rarely comes, man.
Look how beautiful that whale is. That's like
beautiful.
I am so obsessed with the artwork in this game. So cool.
Didn't have any regrets yet.
We haven't gotten any regrets, so that's pretty good. There's another big one.
Yeah, we're gonna try it again.
Oh, there we go.
The Stewerworm.
Stewerworm.
Large and foul. It's foul. Okay. That's when
you catch it.
When you catch it, discard an item. All other players
gain regret.
Okay, that's fine.
For 5.
All
wow.
Right, I'm just gonna use all of my dice to spend it. I don't have any items, so I don't have to discard anything. And you get a regret.
Darn it.
Which means you're
means I get a little bit more mad. So you do want to keep the value of your regrets kind of a secret. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to place it over here face down. But I do the amount of regrets. So I'll just show the camera. Don't look, Kim. Oh. The amount of regrets.
I'll take my diet.
There we go. The amount of regrets that are shown on each of these regret cards is going to be either, I think it does start with 0, 1, 2, and 3. Maybe it's just 1, 2, or 3. Pretty sure there's zeros.
I think there's a 0.
I think there's some zeros in there. But anyways, at the end of the game, whoever has the most regrets, something will happen, which we'll discuss later. But so you want to keep that secret. But the number of cards that you have in your hand, that is what links with the madness track. So because I have 1 card, I now go a little bit crazy.
I actually need to be a little crazy.
Yeah, it would actually be beneficial for Kim to go crazy because she does have a couple of foul value cards in her hand. So if she goes completely crazy, then each card will be inherently 2 more points at the end of the game. But so right now it's actually not beneficial for me because I have 2 fair value. So these are obviously now less for me, slightly less. So moving into my turn, I'm actually going to spend a dice to go down a value as well. I'm just going for it. So I'm going to flip. Oh my goodness, look at me with my fair fish. Man, I'm the good fisherman on the sea apparently. So I got a monkfish here. I will catch it. Yes.
I'm Fred Weasley in another life.
You are Fred Weasley. Okay, so I'm going to spend my little life preserver and my dice. So I picked up my little monkfish. Your turn.
Fred was so bitter about being murdered that in his next life he has so many regrets.
He's like, I'm going to sea.
I'm going to sea. We're living the life of a mad fisherman. All right. Okay. I have to pass.
Okay. All right, so that's my turn. Let's now chat for a second about this can of worms here, okay? So every player has a can of worms. When you flip it over, it allows you to peek at a particular shoal, okay, or one of the like piles of fish, peek at it and see if you want it. This is a nasty mermaid. Like, so nasty. I can't even look at it.
They're like the mermaids in Harry Potter.
They are. No, they're even worse. Like,
They are worse.
they're even worse. But anyway, so because I'm using my can of worms, I can choose to actually put this on the bottom of the deck. I think I'm going to because I only have 2.
Oh, and then you have that.
And, well, I just spent that to get this
that's right.
fish.
Okay.
So I am actually
bottom.
going to put this, at the bottom. Sorry.
No, it's all good. We're cozy.
The shoal here and try again. Another card that everybody has that we haven't really talked about is this lifeboat. So if at any point during the game I decided, you know what, I actually want to emergency do a run to port, I can flip this over to do that and continue the rest of the round in port. The problem is by doing so, you immediately gain 10 regret that will go against you at the end of the game, which is not good. And this is only a one-time use card, so you can only do it once in the entire game. If you do have the most regret by the end of the game, then you will, if it's a 2-player game, you will lose the lowest value of your mounted fish, which we haven't talked about yet. And if it's a 3 or 4-player game, you actually lose your highest value fish that you've mounted. So, yeah, you definitely don't want regret. Is it still my turn? I totally forgot. I think it is, right? Because I put it back? Okay.
Yep, you put it back. Yep.
Awkward pause. Okay, I'm going to try to fish again. All right, so I got a Meet Us Devil. There are kind of some new icons here that we haven't talked about. So when you catch this fish, you actually have to flip a dice. Based on whether you get heads or tails, something will happen. So that's kind of what the dice represents. So unfortunately, I can't catch that fish, which really sucks. Really sucks that I can't catch that fish. So instead what happens is you still have to spend a dice, okay? I have to get rid of that lore, I guess you could think about it like thematically, you have to get rid of it. But you do get a dink. So I get to draw the top one, which is message in a bottle. So it means I can discard this card at any point to get rid of 2 regrets. So I'm going to wait until I get another regret, and then I'm going to do that. So let's keep that over there. Hypothetically, Kim would go, but because you had passed, so because it passes over your turn, you now can choose to get a dink or discard a regret.
I have no regrets.
Oh, you have no regrets. Yeah, so you're lucky.
I get it. So I guess
What did you get?
It. I got a pearl.
You got a pearl?
Reduced shop cost
by 2. That can be really helpful.
Yes.
All right, so now it's my turn. So now I choose to pass. And so now we move on to the next round. So now the first player goes back to me. We go to a new day.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. On some of these days here, or some of the rounds, stuff gets to happen. Can of Worms only refresh on Wednesday or Friday. So now everybody's boats are going to move up, and we're going to muster our courage again, or essentially re-roll our dice. Boop. Oh, are you kidding me? Is this even? Like, are you? Oh my heck! Are you guys seeing this right now? Well, yeah, I better get that. Are you kidding
You're gonna
me?
have to eat one of your fish.
Yes, I'm going to have to. I am so pissed off right now. Okay. All right, so I get the life preserver because I have obviously the lowest value. I probably have the lowest value of the whole game. And so now we are going to declare where we want to go, starting with me. Oh, something I quickly forgot is the ocean does, if there are any remaining cards, they do get taken away. All the fish swim away. I feel like
They live to see another day.
They live to see another day, yep. I feel like I have to go into port. I don't really want to, but I think I might have to. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into port. That's where I'm going. I will be in port this round. What are you doing?
I am... Stay at sea.
Stay at sea. Okay. Starting with me, we're going to do the port. When people first go into port, there's something that happens. It's called making port. What happens is you will automatically refresh your worms, but my worms are already refreshed. The next thing is you can refresh any dice. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll all my dice. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Praise be. Okay, so I got to refresh my dice, and then I can also choose to, this is optional, but I don't see why you wouldn't want to. I mean, maybe if you want to be mad, but I don't really want to be mad right now, so I'm going to, or I guess probably should discard this. Discard regret. So that happens whenever you make port. So now I can choose an action here at the port. Since we haven't talked about the port, let's chat about what you can do. Primarily what you do, or I guess there are 3 things you primarily do when you're at the port. So you can visit a shop. Okay, you have a dice shop, supply shop, rail shop, or rod shop. All of these shops will give you basically things to help you when you are at sea. The next thing you can do is sell fish. So you can sell fish for, again, their value. That's in the upper left-hand corner of the card. That will give you money, which then you can spend. That's the only way you get money, really, in order to then spend at the shops to get these supplies or rods. The last thing that you can do at port, though, is you can actually mount your fish. So at the very top of our player boards here, there are these multipliers. So if, for example, I mount my hammerhead shark, well, now this hammerhead shark, instead of just being 5 points at the end of the game, would be inherently worth 15 points. Again, you do have to keep into account the madness tracker and how that affects the values. But mounting fish is a good thing. Gives you lots of points at the end of the game. So that's actually what I'm going to do with my hammerhead shark here, is I am actually going to mount it. That's going to be the first action that I'm going to do at port.
And I'm going fishing still. So I'm going to flip over this one. They're all medium size. Pyra, middling and fair. It's 2. I'm just going to go for it. Boom. It's got an eating ability that allows me to pip up 2 dice, or pip up 2, or and then discard a random regret.
All right, I think I'm going to sell some fish. Yes, I think I actually will. It might be kind of crazy, but I'm going to do it. And so the reason why I want to sell these fish is because I really want a rod and a reel. They really help you so much in regards to fishing. So I'm going to actually do that. It's going to be a lot, but oh well. So I'm going to discard these fish and get some money.
All right. I'm going to go for this large one now and hope that it's a 3.
Oh!
It's a 4. That's okay. I don't want to eat. I was just seeing if there was something else.
Anything that you can eat to help?
That's okay. All right. It's large. It's a swordfish. It's all good. I'll go ahead and large and fair. I will catch it. So that's going to use up all my dice and take it.
I'm so sorry for the yard worker.
Oh, I forgot to show it.
Oh yeah, go ahead and show
There's
it.
There's the swordfish. There you go.
Now that it's like spring and summer, I never know when they're coming to do the people's yards, so I'm sorry. Hopefully you can't hear that right now.
I didn't even notice
Oh,
it.
okay.
It was just like background noise, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to visit a shop. The first one I'm going to do is the rod shop. So at all of these shops, you can spend $1 to get one of the items. You could... or at least for the rod, reel, and supply shop, you could spend $3 to draw 3 and then select 1, or $5 to draw 5 and then select 2. I am going to spend 3 to pick 1. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to draw 3 of these reel or rods and then pick 1, okay? So let's chat a little bit about these rods. So there is the Rod of the Dead, Rod of the Infinite, wood and brass rod. So starting with wood and brass rod, you could, your middling fish cost 1 less to catch, which would be nice. Rod of the Dead is you can choose to ignore reveal abilities and or catch abilities on the fish that you reveal or catch.
That one's nice.
This one is the good one. This is my favorite rod. When you cast, peek at the top 3 fish of the shoal and place them back in any order before revealing the top fish. This is the best one. Yeah. So I'm gonna take this. When you do purchase a rod or a reel, you actually you can't equip them right away. That actually happens during it's the refresh. No, when you declare, then that's when you actually can like equip your rod. So I'm just going to hold this kind of in my hand right now. And I was just looking over on this track. I should be at 0 madness now because I actually
got rid of one.
I got rid of my card and I forgot that. So
I'm just going to pass.
Okay, sounds good. I am going to continue shopping. I want to keep going on my shopping spree here. So I'm going to spend the rest of my money to draw 3 reels. Ooh, look at these reels. Jordan was obsessed with the reels in this game. He loved them so much. All right, so let's talk. So the reel of the deep says once per day. If you are at sea, you can place your boat at depth 2. That would be really nice. Solid brass reel, once per day, you can re-roll any number of your fresh dice. That would be nice for me because I've been... The abyssal reel. Once per day, you may set any 3 fresh dice to their highest value. Oh my goodness. How do I choose? Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do here. Reroll. So probably not this one. So either placing my boat at depth 2 once per day or setting my fresh dice. Well, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to do this one. I'm going to take the reel that allows me to set any 3 fresh dice to their highest value once per day. That's pretty great. All right. So then it would be your turn, but you've passed. So you can get a dink. Which you got a tire.
That's another reduced shop cost by 1.
Nice. There's nothing else I can really do. So I'm going to pass 2. So we'll pass.
All right.
So now we go ahead and start a new round, moving into Thursday now. Cool thing about Thursday, oops, I said, let's go there. Cool thing about Thursday is everybody gets 3 coins. So you just automatically get 3 coins, which is kind of nice. We are going to refresh. Take your dice, roll them. Ooh, I actually got a good roll this time. You are technically first player now. Oh, and you have the lower value, so you get the nice little life preserve. So it's during this, or no, I guess we declare first, and then I can equip. So you're the first player. So where are you going, Kim?
Let's see. It's Thursday. So I'll go back to port.
Okay.
To port.
To port. I'm going to the sea. To the sea. Oh no. And so this is where I can actually equip now my rod and my reel. All right. So now we move in to the action phase. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like dying.
I like the corner.
Oh,
of the
the
table,
corner.
Like,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Why does that hurt so much to like hurt your elbow? It just like makes you feel like your whole arm.
It totally
paralyzed.
hurts. Yeah, it totally hurts.
All right. So
I just realized these have been upside down the entire game.
I didn't notice either.
Let's fix that.
All right, so I'm at port, so I get to refresh. I should not count that one. 2 of my dice. All right, there I did that. And then I am going to go ahead and sell fish. I'm going to sell. I was gonna sell that one, and I have all these things that reduce cost. So that one's 3, that's 3. What does this apply? What does that have?
Supplies they're just kind of like all they do is help you.
Okay.
Kind of like how the can of worms like allows you to peek and then put it under. It's just a variety of things that help you.
Okay. And I guess I will sell this one as well. Okay. So I will sell 5. Boop.
Sweet.
So up to 8. Okay.
All right, I am going to go fishing. I'm going to fish here. So because of my rod now, when I cast, I can peek at the top 3 cards and place them back in any order before revealing the fish. So I'm going to take the top 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, peek at them. Don't look, Kim.
I'm not looking.
Peeking. Oh my goodness. There's some nasty fish. All right, I will actually keep them in this order. All right, and I'm going to flip this one over. When revealed, if you don't catch this particular fish, give it to the player on your right. So I definitely want to catch it. Boop. Now I have this fish. Your turn.
All right. I am going to spend one to get a dice. I just draw one of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I roll it.
Yep.
Oh, it's only one. Okay, that's okay.
I'm gonna go fishing again. I want to see what's over here though. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Don't look, Kim.
I'm not lucky.
Ooh, that one's worth a lot of points. These are both worth points. Let's see. Let's do this. All right. Okay, I'm gonna flip this one over. Got a striped marlin. I have to spend 4, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the striped marlin here.
All right. Now I will buy a rod. I'll spend my pearl and then 1 to draw 3, and then I get to keep one of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so it knows its own. It's called Rod of the Deep. When you cast, peek at the top 2 fish of the shoal and place them back in anywhere before revealing top. This is like yours, except for instead of 3, it's 2. Right?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Wood and brass rod. Milling fish costs 1 less to catch, or Rod of the Dead. You may choose. Oh, I liked that one too. But you may choose to ignore, reveal, and/or catch the bodies of the fish. I will take Rod of the Deep, though.
That's a good one. Now it's my turn. I'm going to choose to pass.
Then I'm going to buy a reel. 1, 2, 3. All right. Reel of Fortune. Once per day, you may re-roll any of your fresh dice until they each have a value greater than 1.
That's nice.
Center pin reel. When you draw a dink card as part of a fishing action, draw 3 instead. Oh,
that's nice.
that one, yeah. Bone wheel. Retain unspent points on dice. Oh, so like if you have to spend a 3 to catch a 2, you get to keep.
That's kind of cool.
Leftover. Yeah, I don't know which bone wheel or reel of fortune. Guess I'm gonna go for the. I'll do the reel. Or yeah, they're all reels, but the reel of fortune. Okay.
So I get a shrimp. Sweet. Reduce the fish's difficulty by 1. That's nice.
Oh, and I can use the. Oh, I could have used this as part of the cost too, right?
Oh, yep, you could have.
So I think it's 1, 2. That's fine.
There we go.
All right, and then I'm gonna spend 3 more. 1 to see what these supplies are.
Yes, I don't know if we mentioned this before, but when you're at sea, you obviously use this to reduce the cost of the fish. But when you're at port, you can spend this in to reduce the cost of like visiting a shop. So this can be very helpful.
This one allows you to refresh 2 dice. So if there's a symbol of 2, it's
Refresh 2.
okay.
Of
Now
your
I
dice.
wish I'd gotten that other one.
I know.
That's okay. And then I get to keep a second one. Use only a port. Return all of your mounted fish to your hand, or peek at 1 column. That's just like looking at what's there. All right, sure. Guess I'll do that because I don't know. All right, you get another dink.
Another dink.
All right, and now I will pass.
Now you have to pass. Yeah. All right. Okay, sweet. All right, so now we go into Friday. The little bonus on Friday is refreshing your worms if you had used them. Yep, we're going to pass the first player marker. We're going to go ahead and refresh our dice
So
here.
if mine are already fresh.
Yeah, you don't have to re-roll. Yep.
But I can equip these.
Yep, you can equip them during the declaration phase, but that's essentially happening right now. Okay. So now we go ahead and declare. Starting with me, I guess. I'm going to stay at sea.
I'm going out to sea.
Going out to sea.
And I will re-roll
so now
these.
You can,
3.
yep, equip your rod and reel.
Oh, dang. Roll 2 ones. I don't want to do that. It's okay. I'll wait to use these.
So now I will go ahead and start. So because of my reel, I can set any 3 of my dice to their highest value. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 3s all the way. Oh, we forgot to throw this. But I guess it would have gone to me. Yeah, so it would have gone to me because I had a 2. I had 4. All right, so now I have options. What should I do? I'm going to check out... Actually, I think I know what's here. But I'm going to see what's over here. Pulling 3 cards.
Greater than 1. So, sorry. I could have... So if it's greater than 1, then I could have
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead
and refresh it until they each have a value.
Yep, you got to keep rolling.
So there's that one. There we go. Okay.
Much better. All right. Don't look, Kim. These are the cards. So I'm going to keep it like this. Bloop. All right. And I'm going to flip this over. A day octopus. I definitely want that one. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. It says it must be caught with exactly 1 dice, which I was able to do.
I'm going to spend that so I can go deeper. Okay. And then I'm going to use this item to look at this column. Don't look.
I won't look. I won't look.
All right.
Show the camera, though.
There. Here are the items. Is that too? There. These different fish. So I'm used my item to peek at the column. Now I gotta look at it myself. See what it all is. Okay. Okay, and then got it. All right. So now I am going to I guess I'll go ahead and flip it. All right. It's a giant octopus. No surprise. Large and fair.
I want that one.
It must be caught with exactly 2 dice. So, unfortunately, that means I have to use these 2 to catch it. And it's going to go into my hand. All right. That's it.
I really wanted that octopus. Okay. Darn it. Okay. I will go ahead and I'll peek.
Would you have even been able... You weren't going to go deeper, though.
I know. I wasn't. I couldn't have gone deeper.
There's been, like, no regrets this game.
I know. I'm like, the last game... How many regrets?
I don't know. You had so many.
I had so many regrets last game. So I'm peeking at the deck again. So I'm going to go ahead and reorder it that way. Boop. Flip it over. And then I'm going to get it. I have some dinks, though, but I'm going to spend all of them and catch it that way.
Oh, I forgot to use my rod on the deep.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm going to use it now. When you cast, peek at the top 2 fish of the shoal and place them back in any order. I'm going to do this. Oh.
Show the camera.
Oh,
they probably want to see what you got.
There they are. Boop. Okay. So I guess I'm going to do it this way. So then I'm going to reveal this brittle lung, large and foul. So when he's revealed, it has to be caught with 3 dice.
Oh, must be caught with exactly 3 dice.
Yeah, hold on. Let me read that.
Well, don't you have your supply?
I do have my supply. So this means I get a regret. Like I was trying to get more regret.
Yeah, I was like, I think you want more.
I wanted more regret, but at this point in the game, where it's like my strategy just went out the window.
Well, you still have. I mean,
all right.
The cards that you do have are worth a lot of points. So even if you,
here, spending it. Refreshing 2 dice now.
One went off. Got a dice down. Dice down.
Oh, dang. Now I wish I had that other one. That would have saved the overvalue because I'm overshooting it. Oh, well. That's okay. Hindsight. All right. I have to spend all 3 of these to catch this if I want it. And I guess I will catch it. Oh, yeah. I was supposed to take a regret from revealing it. And
so now you go down on the madness tracker a little bit.
Okay.
All right. I don't think I've peeked here yet, but now I can't remember, so I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Ooh, I definitely did not peek yet. All right, I am going to, do this. Flip this one over. It says re-roll one of your fresh dice, which sucks. Ooh, yeah, that really sucks. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to get this little whiptail stingray though. Your turn.
I pass.
Oh, you pass. Okay. So now, I'm pretty sure when you pass, you get a dink. Let's see.
Oh, have we been? We've been playing that wrong all this time then.
Yeah. When a player first passes, and each time they're skipped. So yeah. So you get. So we were playing that slightly wrong. So yeah, every time you pass, you get a dink.
Okay, we were playing it wrong. Every time you pass, you get a dink. We always do things a little wrong. That's okay.
We got to. By the end, we get it figured out.
Bear bond. Reduce the shop cost by 2.
By 2. Nice. I'm gonna go fishing again. Might as well just go for it. I guess I can actually peek still though. So I'll go ahead and peek at 3. All right, I guess I'll do this, but won't be able to get it. So I have to spend this anyways, but I do get a dink. All right, so I'm gonna go to you, which you've passed, so you get a dink. And then I pass. All right, so now we're gonna move into Saturday. So on Saturday, everybody gets a yellow dice. Here you go.
Hey, this one goes back, right?
Yep. Once you use the dice, you can't hold on to them from round to round. Yeah, they only are worth 1. All right, so we're gonna re-roll here.
All right.
Have to make sure we're reeling in, so we have to bring all of our boats up. What is your value at? Oh, I probably will retain
3,
this.
5.
Yeah, I will retain this.
Here we go. Okay, once per day. So I'm gonna re-roll any of your fresh dice until they each have a. So I'm gonna re-roll these 3. Just see what I can get. There's that. All right. There we go.
You're first player now for this final round, so you get to declare.
I am currently staying at sea.
Staying at sea. Okay, I will stay at sea as well. All right.
All right.
You started off.
I am going to. I guess I'm going to stay at the top. Okay. And then I can peek at these 2 things. Show you guys first, if I actually remember. Sorry. We're
you're
in
good.
each other's spaces. So there we go. And now I get to see what it is. I don't care for either of these.
You're like, do I have to?
But that's okay. Let's see. This. Okay. I'll put this one back here, and then I reveal this. It doesn't cost me any dice though, so.
Oh yeah.
But give this to the player with the most regret cards, a tied misery, discard misery. I have one. Do you have any?
None.
So then I get it. Great for me.
I am going to actually discard one to go down a depth.
Oh.
Just to give me more options. And then because of my reel, I can set 3 dice to their highest value. So I'm pretty sure this one is a 3.
Nice.
3, and then another 3. And I'm going to peek at 3 cards here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we got some good ones. I'm going to put them back in this order.
Oh.
I'm going
Frilled
to
shark.
get this one. Yes, I
Should
want
we be
this.
reading the flavor
Frilled.
text
We
only?
probably should have been.
All right,
Okay,
you
go
done?
ahead. Yep.
Okay,
So I caught that fish.
now going to look at these 2. Let's see. I guess I'll just show you what they are because you're not. It's not like you're there anyways. So there are the 2: the sheep shed and the tumorous fish. So one is a fair one and one's a foul. And this one is 2 dice. This one is 1. I'm going to go for the one that is tumorous, even though he's an ugly boy. I have plans to make myself more mad, so that's what we're going to do.
That's what you're going for.
Spent 2 to catch the tumorous fish.
Nice.
Jamie. Oh, when it's caught, I get a regret? Is that what that is?
Oh, Yep, okay. You get a regret.
Regret for me.
Woo! All right, so now I
stay there. Okay.
I'm going to fish again, and I get a peek.
I got cursed by a sea hag.
Oh, no. Not the sea hag. All right, we got some creepy looking fish here. Gosh. Okay, I guess come here. It says reveal a large fish from your hand to catch this immediately. We should be keeping our cards kind of secret, but we're keeping them laid out for you guys so you guys can see what we have in our hands.
I am going to, I haven't looked at this pile yet, I don't think. So I'm going to look at this pile. And I got oh wait, maybe I did look at this one. Did I? Yeah, I did. The sheep shed and the sunfish. I guess I will go for the sunfish because it's worth a little bit more. And my dice values are like the same anyways, so oh wait, this one gets flipped back over. All right, sunfish. All players at sea discard a regret. So I guess I will get rid of my curse.
So then, oh yeah, you stay right there.
Mm-hmm. And then I guess I could choose not to catch it. Oh, but I still have to spend the dice. So
yeah.
I should just do that.
Might as well get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to pick from here. Got some nasties. So I guess I'll just go here. Give it to another player. Oh, I didn't realize I give it to another player of your choice. I don't really want to give you a fish.
Give me the fish.
I don't really want either of these fish. Let's see. I guess I'll just do this. All right.
Catch the rot fish.
The rot fish.
All right, what is the...
So if I catch it, I get to flip my can of worms, but I didn't use it, so. All right. Okay.
All right, I'm going to use my can of worms right now. Boop. To look at this one, I already know what it is, and I don't want it, so my can of worms allows me to put it on the bottom of the deck.
That's nice. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And now I can use my Rod of the Deep again to look at the top two, and then I can put them back in any order. And there's the black scabbard fish or the parasitic larva, large and foul. I'm going to go with this one. Anytime you withdraw regret cards, draw one more, okay? Display face up in front of you. I catch automatically. Okay, there we go.
Perfect.
So I don't have to use a dice for it. Oh, yes.
This one should have been flipped down. I am going to... I can't remember what was over here. Part of this game is remembering. Above. Yeah. I think I'll fish from here and just see what happens. So I'll flip these three over.
I forgot about that rule.
I know. It is nice. I'll flip this one. Spend 3. It says revealed. When revealed, I can catch this for 2 only, but I still have to spend my dice, and my dice was 3, so add that to my hand.
All right. I will go for the coelacanth, large and fair fish here. Spend 3, catch it. No, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's totally fine. I don't think there's anything else I can do, so I'm going to pass.
All right. Going over here for my last one. I was hoping, there's the foot. All players gain regret. Or man o' war. Give this to another player of your choice. I guess I catch the foot.
Catch the foot.
All players get regret.
Oh, I think you have the man of war under there. Or did you not put... You put it back. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I actually put it back.
Get regret, which bumps me down, which sucks because I've already passed, so I can't use these to get rid of it. So I'm just out.
It's okay. You've already passed.
I've already passed, yeah.
So you're not even... Oh, wait. So I get 2 more turns. You've had 1, so I would have to... I could do this. Oh, I would have to do this now. Oh, dang it. I did not think things. I'm not thinking things through. I should have not caught the foot.
Should have not.
Yeah, and I should have... Oh, dang it. I'm not...
Do you want to
No,
restart?
it's okay. Nope, it's okay. We've already played through it. Because I wanted to be able... Oh, but then I'm not gonna be able to mount anything. I had all these plans.
You could go into port and at least mount one thing.
But then I would have to discard it anyways because I have the most regret, right?
Yeah.
But then I would be able to discard one, and then we would each have 1. And then what happens if we each... Oh. I guess that's the most. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to do that. I'll just...
Okay.
My whole plan is messed up. It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm at least going to use this because I don't have to discard. If nothing's mounted, then I don't have to get rid of anything. I'll just be able to score all of these.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll at least catch this last one.
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
And I know that it's a... Oh, wait. Let me look at what... All right. We're going for the black scabbard. There we go. Caught it. You technically get another dinky-dink thing.
A dinky-dink.
But it doesn't matter.
Doesn't really gonna help me at all. So.
All right. So then that's it. That's game.
That's game. All right, so that's what triggers the end of the game. So what's going to happen now is everybody's going to go through and just inherently score up all of the fish that are in your hand. Again, you have to kind of take into account the madness tracker that can adjust those rates. You also want to make sure you score up your mounted fish. You don't want to forget that. And then you're going to score and then you're going to score 1 point for your fish bucks. Or sorry, 1 point for every 2 fish bucks that you have in your hand. I'm so mad that you gave me regret at the last minute. You just took away like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points for me.
At least
doing
you have that. I have nothing.
That's
mounted.
true.
I have nothing mounted.
So I got 55. What did you get?
I had like 45 or something. Like
45.
That.
Okay. So I won.
You
I actually won. It was definitely not my best game of play because I forgot about this a couple times.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
not my best game either, as you'll see. I have like all of these plans because some rules were I did not realize.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
made plans around things that I didn't understand.
Hopefully this gives you kind of a general idea of how this game operates and plays, though. I really do I love so much about the theming of this game. I think it's just so fun. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take a little bit of a break because Kim actually has to go. She has to go, but hopefully she'll be able to come back later today and we'll shoot our first thoughts video. And again, I will link to that video in the description below of this video. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you liked our playthrough. Hopefully we did an okay job. I know we messed up a couple times, but can you say bye?
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.